So in this period of practice, we're going to pay mindful attention to the sensations of our breathing. And this helps us to let go of our obsessive thinking, because the more we're paying attention to the body, the less we're able to allow the mind to wander. So you will find that the mind still wanders, that you do get caught up in thought, and it's quite natural for that to happen. It's not a sign that you're doing the meditation wrong or that you're not able to meditate. It's simply what the mind does. It's just a sign that you're a normal, functioning human being with a healthy brain. We're simply trying to spend a bit more time paying attention to our actual moment-by-moment physical experience. So we start off by setting up our posture. And we want to have the body sitting upright, because that helps us to be alert and attentive. We want the chest to be open so we can breathe freely and perhaps even feel a bit more confident. At the same time, we want to allow the body to relax as much as possible, letting go of any unnecessary tensions in the body. One word that can sum this up quite nicely is dignity. So we sit with dignity and poise. And we start to become more aware of sensations connected with the breathing. Often when I talk about paying attention to the breathing, being mindful of the breathing, people think of the breath, which is air moving through the body, or more properly, the contact that the body is making with air as it flows in and as it flows out. But this is only part of the breathing. The breathing is any sensation connected, however distantly, with that process of air flowing in and flowing out of the body. So the breathing is taking place in the belly, for example, and in the chest, but also in the spine, the shoulders, the arms, in many parts of the body. But you can begin by being aware of the abdomen, noticing how the abdomen moves in and out as you breathe. And just feeling the actual sensations. Not thinking about them, not describing them to yourself. Simply experiencing the movements, the sensations that take place in the abdomen as you breathe in and out. And I'd invite you to become aware of the fact that the abdomen moves not just on the front of the body, but that the muscles involved in your breathing are also on the sides of your abdomen and in the lower back. Over and over again, just dropping the story. Coming back to a mindful awareness of your actual sensory experience right now. Perhaps you're noticing not just the movements of the muscles, but being aware of the skin, because it's moving too. The skin on the abdomen. And so there's a constantly changing pattern of sensation. Because your skin is touching your clothing, touching your waistband. And that pattern of contact is changing in every moment of every breath. And not only are there sensations in the muscles of the abdomen and in the skin, but there are sensations from deeper inside the abdomen as well. A sense of pressure building as you breathe in. Pressure being released as you breathe out. The diaphragm just below the rib cage, pushing forward and down as you breathe in, and relaxing as you breathe out. And there are the movements of the chest. We naturally tend to gravitate toward sensations on the front of the chest because that's what we can see. And so it's more real to us. But as you notice the rib cage moving, you can be aware that it's moving on the sides of the body. And that the ribs, in fact, run all the way around to the spine. So there are movements on the back of the body as well. The whole rib cage, front, sides, back, expanding like a balloon, inflating as you breathe in, and deflating as you breathe out. Just noticing all this. And here again, sensations are arising not just from the movements of the ribs, but from the movement of the skin all over your chest, front, side, back. So just noticing that contact that your clothing is making with your breathing. Making with the skin on the chest as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And just experiencing this in as much detail as you can. Perhaps you can feel the spine lengthening as you breathe in, settling as you breathe out. The shoulders rising and falling with your breathing. And there are many more sensations of the breathing than those, but that's probably enough for now. And just letting go of any trains of thought that have grabbed your attention, and returning over and over again to the actual sensations of your breathing. And if you notice that the mind has been caught up in thinking, just dropping the story. And letting your awareness drop back down into the body. Noticing what's actually happening right now. Not what you're fabricating in the mind. And now becoming aware of sensations arising from elsewhere in the body. The feet, the legs, your buttocks pressing down into your seat. The arms, the hands, the head. Noticing what's arising from the world around you. Noticing that there is a world of light and space and sound and touch. Just reconnecting with the space around you more and more, until it feels like it's time for you to open the eyes once again.